everyone. Welcome back. My name is Candace. This is my channel about cross stitch and sometimes other crafts. It's been a little while, 4 weeks, basically. My last video was July 1st, and it is now July 29th. So it's been a little bit. This month has not been good. Let's see. This is Flosstube 91. I'm sure you guys can see that below. But some of you know, and some of you were super awesome to let me know the day it happened. Others might be like, why hasn't she posted anything? My Instagram account was hacked. So on Instagram, my account that I've had for the last 10.5 years, probably, candace.koester, got hacked. And the hackers turned on the 2-factor authentication and made my account private. So if you already followed me, you can see my account. If you did not follow me before and you try to now, it says it's private. So you can request to follow, but I can't get into my account, so I can't accept it. That was devastating for me. I have 10.5 years of curated people I follow, ideas, saved items, pictures of my kids. I mean, shoot, Evan wasn't even born when I started my Instagram. I think Owen was probably, he had just started sitting up. So maybe like 6 to 8 months old when I started it. It hit hard. And not because I can't ever, like, I don't have the most important pictures on my phone already, but because there are a lot of people I followed, I could never go through that list and try and refollow every single person. I would need 2 devices to try and do it. I know it's a first world problem. I get it. It just really sucks. Especially for those people that followed me that have no idea that I started a second account just to warn others to not, like, answer any messages that they got from Candace K31. So for right now, I do have another regular account, and it is candace_k_stitching. If I get my original account back, I will probably delete that one because I just like having everything in one place. I don't want to have a separate Instagram for stitching and a separate one for family, and I just like having everything in one place. And it sucks so bad. I've been sending emails every single day to Instagram. I've done the video selfies. I can't do the, like, just change your password and get your account back because they turned on 2-factor authentication. So because I never set up backup codes or a authenticator for it, I have to use the other support, which is a video selfie. I've done probably 10 video selfies, and every single time, within minutes, I get an email saying it was rejected. I don't think a real person is actually looking at it. I really don't. But yeah, so that was the start of the bad month. But it hit. I probably, had that not happened, would have recorded every week like normal in July. But it definitely knocked me down a few pegs. I did a lot of stitching because it's kind of, you know, when something like that is taken from you, and again, I know this is just like first world problems, but it leaves a mark. And I just am super bummed that I have 10.5 years of creating that Instagram account that are gone. And why pick on me? Like, I had 1,000 followers. I had actually just gone over 1,000 followers, I think. Like, posting Bitcoin and, you know, Cash App or whatever they were doing, what good is that going to do you? Like, I don't understand how it was beneficial for them to go after me. So, let's see. What else happened in July? Well, yesterday was not a great day. I will say there were a few good things. My sister came last weekend and brought her 6 kids. And my 2 and her 6 had a blast playing in the pool. We got to sit and chat. I haven't seen my sister since it's probably been over a year, honestly. And she only lives 2.5 hours from me. But they are on the opposite side of the fence as far as vaccination status for COVID, belief that it is a real thing. So I didn't really want my family to be around people that may expose us and, you know, do it because they're not vaccinated. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know if you can hear my cat. She is playing with... She may have a cat toy. But she just got done eating, so now she's all feisty. Because I just fed all the animals so that the dogs would sleep. But yeah, so they came. We made lunch. We got pizza for dinner. We played in the pool. When the kids got out of the pool, that's when my sister, my husband, and I got in the pool. But yeah, they had a great time. We had a great time. It was nice to see all the kids together because they don't get together very often. Especially now with the craziness of our schedule because the kids are in swim. And speaking of swim, that is why I'm wearing my Michigan City Piranhas t-shirt. My son right now is a little over an hour away from us in Elkhart, Indiana, swimming in divisionals. I'm not there because the meet tonight, so it's a Friday, and the meet tonight was going to start before I even got out of work. So he actually swims, I don't know, fairly soon. I should be done with my video by the time he swims, but there was no way I was going to be able to make it over there after work to see him swim. So he only had one event tonight, and then he had the 200 free tonight. Tomorrow he has the 50 back, the 100 free, and the free relay. So he's super excited. I'm super excited for him. I hope he kicks ass. So I'm not there tonight, but I will be there tomorrow. And my mom will be there tomorrow. She will be up from Georgia, and we'll get to see her tomorrow and Sunday. So that's cool because we have not seen her since we went to Legoland last June. So it's been a little bit over a year since we've seen her. It's crazy how fast time goes when you have, you know, like my mom lives in Georgia. It's not like we can just hop on down, you know. So let's see what else. So yeah, those are the good things. I mean, except for having to drive an hour to a swim meet tomorrow and an hour back, but what you can do. But then we will have a pretty long break before swim starts up again. We will have, I think, swim won't start back up again until after Labor Day. So we will have a good 5 weeks, maybe, hopefully 6. But yeah. That'll be interesting. The kids can actually use our pool every day if they want to. Yeah, so as far as the bad stuff yesterday, so I had a dermatology appointment because I am very fair-skinned. I burn very easily. When I was a kid, tons of sunburns. I have a lot of scarring from blisters and freckles and moles and just, I'm like a dermatologist's dream. Like, this is why they do what they do. So I have like a tiny little mole on the top of my ear, but there was a like bump in front of it that was scabby, and it just occurred probably 2 weeks ago, maybe. At first I thought it was a bug bite, but I'm like, well, it doesn't itch. And on Wednesday, I had gone to put my hair behind my ears, and I caught it with my fingernail. So the scab came off, and it bled. And I was like, all right, so this is probably not a bug bite. Well, I had a routine appointment anyway yesterday. So he took a look at it, froze it. If any of you have ever had a mole frozen, the ear is not a comfortable place to have it done. I had one frozen on my arm once, but oh my gosh, that hurt. And the worst was, aside from the fact that he just like basically gave me frostbite on my skin, I get outside and it's really warm out. Upper 70s, but you know, it's July, so the sun's beating down. Instantly starts throbbing again. This happened again when I got out of work, because I went back to work after he did it. And then I got out of work, same thing again. The heat hit it, and it was, I almost went to my knees. It hurt so bad. So I get home, and Brad's like, hey, you want to take dogs for a walk? Sure, take dogs for a walk. And, yeah, this is kind of a long life update, sorry. It's been a month. So we're walking the dogs, and Bella is just, she's our black, lab pit mix. She's just, like, dragging along, moseying along, just kind of like, she does not want to be there, but she wouldn't have stayed home, because if we're going, she needs to go. So Roscoe's just trotting along way up front. She gets in front of me and stops. Well, I didn't stop. I kept going. She got out of the way as I started coming down, and I landed on my hands and knees. Now, my left knee landed in the grass. My right knee kind of landed on the sidewalk, but I think I put all of the rest of the weight on my hands. This one, to be exact. So, you can kind of see like a little bit right next to the Band-Aid there. Underneath this Band-Aid is just a little, like it just took a little chunk of skin off. Underneath this Band-Aid, I had a little stone that decided to embed in my skin. I thought it was just like the tiniest little stone chip that was like kind of stuck on my skin. So I go to pick it off a little bit, and it's not coming off. And I'm like, well, it already hurts like hell, so I might as well just get it and get it off of there. It was down in my hand deeper than anything has ever been in my skin before. I looked at my hand. I handed my phone to my husband, because of course I saved my phone. Handed it to him, and I was like, let's go. And I held my hand like this, walking, so that it wouldn't start, because I knew if I put it down, it was going to start bleeding. So we get home, and I clean it out, peroxide, and I've got peroxide like pooled on my hand so that I can, you know, get it nice and clean. And it was a pretty deep hole. It was not pretty. So it does not look pretty underneath of here. I will not take the Band-Aid off and gross anybody out. But let's just say that this made it really hard to get ready for work this morning. Yeah. So I didn't even straighten my hair today. I blow dried it, and I was like, we're good. A little bit of makeup. We're good. Didn't take my nail polish off yet. Didn't care. No. So, yeah, I'm so ready for August. I really am. I don't even care that August is like the crappiest month out of the entire year as far as like heat and just nastiness, and I'm ready for the people invading our area of Lake Michigan to go home and not come back. It just bring on August, please. I'm ready. So why don't we get into the stitching before my child swims his 200 free tonight. I had, well, let me show you this first. It's a whip. It's a knitting whip, but I haven't showed you guys in a while, so I figure we'll just do that real quick first. So this is called Peach Fuzz. It is a sweater by Melanie Berg. And I won't put up the picture where I was last time because I have a little marker here showing where I was last time. But so I did get quite a bit done one day. I didn't feel like stitching at work one day, so I knit instead. Yeah, this actually goes like this. So it'll be this part right here. So on my back. I am almost to the point where I will leave this on the cord and start the front part. And that's when I'll attach right here, because this is the neckline. So I'll attach on either side over here, and then the middle will be open for the neck. So I have my little cinnamon roll. Oh, turn around, little cinnamon roll. That's so cute. But this, I love this. I'm just ridiculously in love with this sweater. I need to work on it more often. That's what I need to do. So the yarn I'm using is Miss Babs Yowza. And the color, this color, where are all my slips? So I have, there's, this one is Cattails. And then I have Japanese Maple and White Peppercorn. So those are my colors I'm using. Of course, I can't wait to get done with this color, but at the same time, this color is gorgeous. Gorgeous. So that's my sweater that slowly but surely, and I probably will, like, I really miss my other crafts. I miss knitting and sewing. So I really need to manage my time a little bit better and not just always stitch. Although I really love stitching. But I miss my other crafts. You know, I'm not doing any sewing right now. I did, like, I don't even know when I last showed this to you guys, but I did the tiniest little bit of knitting. I just really, I don't know. I just want to do all the things. Does anyone else want to do all the things? Because I certainly do. So I had a couple new starts this month. This one, I started and have not touched it since. I actually started this right after I recorded my Flosstube on July 1st. And this is a Dimensions kit, and I started this for, it's called Fresh Flowers. I started this for the kit and caboodle sale that I found out about through Mama Bear Stitchery. She's here on Flosstube. Her name's Debbie, and she has the best accent, you guys. But, yeah, so I started Fresh Flowers, and I'm using all of the kit stuff, you know, the kit Ada, I even have the needle, although that's not gonna happen again. So here's where I am with my start. It's just one color so far. I haven't grabbed out another color. And like I said, I haven't worked on this since I started it on the 1st. But it's definitely kind of calling to me now that I looked at it. I've been obsessed. You'll see when you see the other ones. I've been obsessed with other projects lately. So that is definitely one that I want to get back out very soon. Now the next one that I started is for the Virgin Fancy Lady Sal. I found out about this one through Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. She has an online store and a Flosstube. I know there are a couple of people that were with her, like, to start it all, but there's a whole bunch of people that have joined now. It is not too late. If you've never done a Fancy Lady, just join us. Just go check out the hashtag on Instagram. I had actually started, I do have one going, but I've never finished one. So I figured I could use this as like, well, I've never finished one, so I could just, you know, I'm still a newbie at it. So this is the new one from Nora Corbett for Mirabilia. This one is called Tea. And when I saw this, I fell in love. I just love it. So because I cannot... Zoe is like, meow, meow. I just can't start in the center. I don't know, it just weirds me out. But I also knew that there was no way I could do a corner start on this one because there is no border. So what I did is I started on the left like I normally do, but I started center left, which means I started with her butt. And I do have, it's just in here because I have her on a bigger Q-snap. So all my beads and stuff are in here, but yeah, so I started with her butt. And this is on a, I think this is, yeah, it's unnamed. It's on a 32 count Jobelin from Be Stitch Me. And it likely is not going to show up well because it's a very pale lavender. So, welcome to the First Lady's butt. I really, really like it a lot. So, see, the fabric looks kind of gray, but it's definitely like a lavender gray. Lavender is just impossible to show on camera. I don't know why. But yeah, so I've gotten quite a few stitches done. And I really, when I was working on this the other day, I just couldn't put it down. So I think I stitched on it like a couple of days in a row. The stitch along started on the 23rd. I actually didn't start that till the 24th because the 23rd is when my sister was here. So, so those are the two things that I started this month. I did have a finish. Hooray for me. So, I don't need to show you the finished thing. This is from Barbara Anna. It's in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And this is the Dancer Sal. So, I started this with Crystal Rowe and Tracy from OG Stitchery. And I finished it. And it's on a 32 count Basalt Splash. And so, you'll see where it was last time, which was hardly anywhere at all, to done. I was obsessed. This is like the only project I worked on at work until it was done. It looks so good. I'm so in love. And of course, yeah, I put 2021 because I really thought I was going to finish it in 2021 when we started it. And I totally didn't. But it's done. Yay! So I think I was going to finish it in a hoop, but the more I look at it, the more I think, shoot, I kind of want to finish it in a frame and kind of put it down lower so that there's more of the snow, like showing, because it looks like snow, showing at the top. So I don't know, I might get like a 5x7 frame or maybe find something that's just a smidge bigger and get it framed up kind of like that. Maybe a little bit wider, but yeah, so that's my finish. And then we had some whips. But 1 second, my husband texted. Okay, hopefully I can figure out how to put two videos back to back. I'm sure it'll be fine. When I went out of the video to check the text message that my husband sent, it didn't stay paused. It just ended. So I just checked. The other video is there. My child just dropped 26.5 seconds off of his 200 free time. So his best, he dropped 26 seconds, which is freaking amazing. I'm so excited right now. So yeah, now I got to get my brain back in the cross stitch. let's see. Okay, so you saw my finish and my 2 starts. I kind of wanted to sneak this in the middle because, so I was doing a little going through my whips, and these are ones that I've not touched yet this year because they're not part of my 22 and 22, but I have a Adopt-A-Whip / giveaway. This is Summer. So this is a collaboration between Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine before Priscilla was stitching with the Housewives. Now, this pattern is in the June 2016. Fairly certain. That is the June 2016 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. If you own the June issue, or if you are a current subscriber to Just Cross Stitch, you get the digital back issues for free. So, if you would like to adopt this whip, I'll show you everything that's going to come with it. So, this is on a 14 count black Aida. That's what I've got done so far. Super pretty. It's just totally not, I don't have any desire to continue stitching it. So, you'll get this. You will get the hand-dyed floss. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is Ladybug. That's the red I was using. There's Golden Star. This one was Plymouth Rock. Bean Sprout. And then this is a Weeks Dye Works whitewash. And I had already used 1 full skein of whitewash. So, you will get these. You'll have to supply your own DMC. Actually, I don't think there is any DMC in this. I think it was all just the... Hold on, let me look. Oh, yeah. It's all just hand-dyed floss. So, that's what you'll get. Right there. If you would like this, just say the word summer. I'll give you a little close-up. If you are allergic to cats, I do not recommend you putting in for this because there may be a cat hair or two. So, I cannot give you the pattern because it is a pattern from a magazine that I got digitally through Just Cross Stitch magazine. But that's what it looks like. Right? Yeah. And I actually have on the back of this, I'll even send this if you need it. It's got my conversion. Like, she used chalk, I used whitewash. She used chives, I used bean sprout. So, because at the time that I started this, I did not have very many hand-dyed flosses at all. And I definitely didn't have the ones that were called for. So, if you would like that, just say the word summer. You can give me a cool, fun sentence. But this is just one of those whips that I know I'm not going to rip all the floss out of it. I'm not going to use the fabric again. I'm not going to stitch it. So hopefully there's someone out there that will stitch it. So just use the word summer. Okay. Now for some whips. Let's do this one first. You guys saw this last time. This is our block party sal that I started with Crystal Rowe, Tracy from OG Stitchery. A whole bunch of people have jumped in, and it is so much fun watching progress. So this is Meow, and I just love it. So I started on the long section. I'm going to cover up the bottom portion of the screen with where I was before because I started with the long section. I am doing this on a 28 count unnamed from Bestitch Me. I wanted to do it on the called for count, but this fabric is, God, I just love Brandy's fabric. So, where I was before, and where I am now. So I got the rest of the fish bones done, and then the little line that goes on top of them so that I could start on the kitty cats. So here are my kitty cats, and mice, and cheese. Hopefully that's in screen because I couldn't really see. Those are paw prints at the top, right up here. And then you'll see that little backstitch line. So I've never made a block or biscornu or anything like that, but it did say to backstitch the line around. So I'm just doing it like every 2-ish regular stitches is where I'm putting the backstitch line. I hope that's right. If it's not, someone please tell me now. I freaking love it though. It's so adorable. Like, look at the stripes on this cat. And I did do a color conversion, which I have. This is how I write down my color conversions. Some people are all fancy and they're like, I just put the symbol on my floss drop. I'm like, This is how I have it in my bag. And then I just pull out my handy dandy little guide. And then I stitch. So, I love it though. I love it. And Crystal said something on her video yesterday. I think, Crystal, you recorded yesterday, right? Yesterday or the day before. About finishing by the end of the month. I had no intention of finishing by the end of the month. 0. So, mine will not be done by, what, 2 days from now? Yeah, no. Nope, absolutely not. Okay, so now we have Lily 1 and I worked on it a lot. I wish I had added up the stitches, but I didn't. I mean, I could always do that later, but here's where it was before. And this is on Lotus. This is a 32 count from Bestitch Me. Oh, hey, can you read upside down? Yeah. So this is Lotus. Now, this is a super pretty light lavender color, which is not going to show up very well on here. So before, now. It is gorgeous, and I'm so in love with it. I'm doing this 1/1 on 32 count. And I have had a really hard time putting it down. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't wait. And I have a lot more to do. I probably have, I feel like when I looked at it, it was like 18,000 stitches to go or something like that. I don't know how I thought I was going to be able to finish this year. I don't know. It'd be cool if I could. I don't think it's going to happen though. Might have to change my whipco board a little bit because this was whipco for this month. There's no way I can finish it. Now, if I did, I think I figured out if I did like 2,000 stitches a week, I could finish it by the end of the year. I think that's what it was, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, I just love it. I love it. Now, the other one that I worked on was my other whipco project. This is Minnie the Possibilities Eeveelutions Max Color from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is on a 25 count easy grid. Here's where it was last time. And there we are now. So I got Leafeon mostly done. And you'll actually see in Leafeon, there's like a blank space right here. That's Jolteon's ear. Here's another ear. And then these are like the little spiky neck pieces. So basically Jolteon, or Leafeon is done. And instead of moving on to Jolteon down here, I'm going to move up here to Vaporeon. That's what Vaporeon looks like. So yeah, very excited. I think this looks amazing. It is max color though, so yeah, it's a lot of color changes. I don't care. I think it's going to look awesome when it's done. This is going to take a while. So the next time I work on it, you know, whenever I get the bug, I will probably work on it until Vaporeon's done. Okay, so that's it for whips. I'm telling you, I was like obsessed with Lily 1 and then T, my fancy ladies. I just couldn't help myself. And of course at work, Dancer. So, I guess I should write down what I did today at work. So whip go numbers were called. I'm sure you guys have seen them by now. Number 20 and number 25. My number 25 is 2000 Stitches on Birds and Blooms Garden Max Color. That's what this one looks like. Way over here so I can like stretch out because it's long and skinny. So here is where I will be starting from. And you can see, if you've seen this before, that's the outline of the first bird. Hello, bird. So I'm also going to do this as my focus piece. So it will fit in here for the height. The width is obviously longer. I have it clipped up over here, but the height will fit all in right here. So I will work my way this way, likely. I'll probably work my way to the bottom and just like wherever the floss takes me. When it's a max color, it is really hard to work in diagonals. But I'm kind of trying to make sure that I'm finishing like colors as I go so that I don't have colors way up in here that are, it's an empty hole. But this will be my focus for Semi-Sane Stitchers. And there's another challenge. It's bappening. It's a geometric one though. So I might just have to do the extra stitches because there's not really anything geometric in this chart at all. It's flowers and birds. They're not geometric. So the other one, my number 20, would have been nice if it was called this month because it is a holiday piece. So this is from Charting Creations. This is not a mini. This is a regular size. And it is by Ruben McHugh. And it is called Christmas Pixie. And here's where I am right now. So there is a ton of $37.99 and a ton of $38.10 in this chart. But I still love it. I think, and for this not being a max color chart, it definitely has depth. Like you can see like the texture in the branches, and I just hit my hand and that really hurt. Anyway, this is on 25 count easy grid. And when it's finished, it'll be about 16 inches by 16 inches. So it comes over to out here. So yeah, my goal for this is 2,000 stitches. We'll see. I didn't want to, like, I wanted to do chunks of these solid portions because I don't want to get stuck in a rut and not want to stitch it because I have like all of this you know, $37.99 or all of this $38.10 to do. Yeah. So that is the other one to work on. So I have a feeling that I will be focusing on those 2 full coverage projects at home, and then probably my fancy lady because I'm digging it. And I'll probably work on Meow at work or knitting. Hi, Bella. She might have tried to kill me, but she's still very cute. So I did get a few things in the mail this month, but not a whole lot. I have the Scary Apothecary series from Hands On Design, but I never got the Kreinik for it, so I ordered the Kreinik. Yep. Because I would really like to start that soon. And then this chart came back into stock on 123 Stitch, and it is Ornament Elegance from Mill Hill. And I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's so pretty. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to Mill Hill Monday. It's a little harder now where in my office where I'm at right now to just I can easily just drop something I'm stitching in hand and go do whatever. But with beads, I might have to save that for at night at home. Color and Cotton put some new gradient sets out. And this first one is the teal gradient set. And I could not resist because look at these colors. Leanne, this is for you. Small Town Stitches. So pretty. So now I'm trying to figure out what chart I can do and use this gradient set for. I love gradient sets. I love them in knitting. Now I love them in stitching. So with that, I mean, it couldn't travel by itself. They have some thread mist dyes. So this is a mist dye, and it's like a, I don't know what it was supposed to be. It doesn't say, but it's like a light to a dark gray. And then I got these 2 colors because I saw them. Really? No one wants to hear that? So they had some of their limited edition ones that were on sale. And I got Amethyst and Acid Lime. I believe I have these 2 colors already, so this will just be extra for when I need it. If I do something big where I need more than one skein. And then I got my July Thread Club. I get the 10 skein. So I'm not going to go through every one, but I will show you the 2 packs. I love them. I love everything Color and Cotton. Just everything. So, you know, I think I've gotten ultramarine a couple of times throughout the, I don't even know, years. And then today in the mail, now I'm very sorry about this if you have headphones in, or earbuds in, headphones on, because I got this today. If you are in Bestitch Me's Fabric of the Month Neutrals Club and you do not want to see this, then please look away. I'm going to hold the tag up so that y'all can see what the color is. I get a 32 count. That's the color. 32 count Lugana. Now I will show you what it looks like. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't look yet. I love it. It's a little bit brighter than it's showing. But, yeah. Oh, it definitely doesn't work up there. I love it. Okay, you can look. No, but seriously, I got this in the mail, like, as I got home today, so I wasn't going to wait until next week to show it. I had to show it today. But yeah. So that's everything. Thank you guys for bearing with me on the Instagram stuff and for checking out my video today and for just being all around supportive. I super duper appreciate it. I'm hoping I will be back next week. My kids will be off. Actually, I probably won't be back next week because my kids will be off with grandma. So my husband and I will be spending our evenings together. Probably doing date night like 4 nights in a row. And then we'll head to grandma's house next weekend to bring them back. And then they start school on the 10th. It's crazy. But yeah, the week they start school back, I will be able to get back into a routine of recording every week. So that's all I've got for this week. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know. If you would be so kind as to report my original Instagram account if you see anything fishy, candace.koester, I would appreciate it. I don't know what else to do to get my account back, so I'm just gonna stick with posting on Candace K Stitching for now. And then if I get it back, I will make sure that it's posted everywhere so that y'all know. So don't count me out yet. Allison got hers back. I'm hoping I can get mine back too. That's it. I am going to go stitch because I am free right now of all family members except the pets. So I'm going to go stitch. I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Bye.